starseeds, lightworkers and wanderers, by your nature, you are creative. Part of your mission, even if you don't know it, is to create in some way. It might not be conventional creation, but it will be working with the forces and tools of divine creativity. And part of the task, as I see it, is how to create more from a divine perspective, less from ego, more from channeling divine wisdom through us, rather than asserting will upon the world. So what is beyond that, if anything? How do you create from oneness, where there's less of a sense of I and the world as an object that needs to be created? Are you curious about that? Well, if you are, stay tuned. I'm going to offer a brief summary of one model that we might look at. And this is Eckhart Tolle's manifestation process. I do follow Eckhart Tolle quite a lot, and I know many of you guys do. So what does he say about manifestation? Here's a course on it, I think presented by Sounds True, which you can certainly do. I'm going to attempt a brief summary from my understanding. Okay, here goes. His method is be happy first and create from there. It's very simple, eh? Because he's always saying being is primary. So if you know that being is primary, you access a state of being, which is the vertical dimension of the now, of presence, of I am. And as I am, you ask what wants to happen. So you're flowing then as that vessel of being. It is less about making yourself feel positive to attain a specific outcome, although specific outcomes can come into it. I will talk about that. The primary thing is being. Okay, so in conventional law of attraction, we will tend to focus on what we want to create. So I want to create so much money or that object. So you will meditate and affirm that object, and you'll start to feel positive about that object. That's great. That's one way to do it. But you can see it's in time, it's linear, and you've decided beforehand that this is what you want. So there is a little tinge of ego in it. Because how do you know that's what's of benefit to you? So I'm not dissing that way at all. It's just a model, which you can call maybe the standard law of attraction model. So now this way we're describing now of, say, Eckhart Tolle's model, is skipping that outcome and resting first as being, as presence. In this state, I don't need anything. I need nothing. I am full. I'm the fullness of being, from the fullness of being, right? Then look at your life and see where does this fullness want to flow. So now, there is a space in that for affirmation and concentration. So as he explains it, you can use affirmations, but do it from presence. So you're in present, you feel presence, and then you call to mind what you want to create. And you contemplate that in presence. And does that contemplation, does that object you want to create align with presence? Can it fit? Can it be surrounded by I am, everything I am. I am a spacious awareness. You bring in a specific thing, surrounding it in spacious awareness as you contemplate it. You could also do it in a slightly linear fashion, which he describes is focus on your outcome and then return to essence. Outcome, essence, outcome, being, or object, being, object. And in so doing, it's slightly linear, doing them separately or they probably just in the end meld up together anyway. I'm present as I contemplate something I want to create. And then you're totally letting go of outcomes because it is already achieved within. You're already one with the essence of the outcome. There's no separation between you and that object. And the object is always a placeholder for a frequency of being, of energy. So it is not the thing that you are creating. It is the frequency of you that you are tapping into. Say it's a house you want. So when you tap into the vision of the house, what are the feelings that are generated? Perhaps security, creativity, beauty, stability, grounding. These are all heart and being qualities. So these are already achieved in your nature, in your true self. So now when you contemplate that in being, you might first focus on the house, how it might look. And it's good to generate that, how it might look, because that creates more specific frequencies of being. The frequencies of being are happening in the now. That is what is real. What is in the now is real. The frequency and the feeling is what's real, is the manifestation. The house is an image, it's just pixels. You're never creating a thing. At least not at this level we're talking about now. You're not creating a thing. You're creating a frequency of being. No, not even creating frequency. You are becoming aware of and selecting a frequency already existing within you. And you're connecting with it and bringing more of it out by focusing on it. So you see, it's already achieved. There's no me manifesting a house, a car or money or whatever. It is me tuning into the heart's longing for a certain frequency, which is already achieved within me as me. I am already that creativity, beauty, love, stability, whatever that thing means. I am it. Right. So now you are present. So you can affirm, I want to get that thing. And as I'm feeling it, sensing it, I notice that I'm in touch with certain qualities of being. So then I can let that object go and I dwell with the qualities of being, because that is what is real. And I always say, turn to what is true. What is true is the feeling and sensations in the moment of now. And that feeling, as you contemplate the house, is the true. It's the feeling is true. The house is just pixels. Let it go. So then you dwell in the qualities of being. And as you dwell in them more and more, you'll notice that they're actually you. There's the sense of I am. The I am contains those qualities already. When you know that you are that already, the way is clear for that manifestation. But I'm cautious to say that because there's no one-to-one relationship between what you imagine and what will be created. Because it doesn't work like that. It's all in the now, so it's all about frequency. So you will go out into the world and you will get not what you want, but what you need. Or you'll get what you are. You'll get what you need to know what you are. You'll get what is most appropriate for you. You might be affirming a relationship, but is a relationship the best thing for you right now? Maybe yes, maybe no. You'll get what you need. And when you know that the love is already within you, you don't need the outside thing. Now it's just free to come to you if that is for your benefit, to see it. The other thing Eckhart emphasizes is that you will not necessarily feel happier once the thing is achieved. Because why? Because you've already got it within. So that's why I do little tests. Do I depend on this outcome? So then if you do, you're in what we can conventional manifestation. Right? If you can be at the place where you don't need it, that's already achieved within, that's your sweet spot. That's being in touch with the gold. And then you let go of the outcome. And then you just walk forward into the world from there. Then there'll be action steps. And the closer you get to actual reality, the more sort of physical things you can do, the more thing-like things you can do, like how much money do you need, actual dollar amounts, etc. But for now, this level we're speaking at is more abstract. It is first aligning you with the flow of the universe, the flow from you. First get the flow right, and then it becomes more specific as you go down. Being is primary. Be happy in yourself. Be happy as being. The kingdom of heaven is within you, and seek first the kingdom of heaven, and all else will be added unto you. So the thing is, and Eckhart's message, which will also be my message in this, seek first the kingdom of heaven. That is primary, that's all. You find that, put all your attention towards that. That is being, and that is here, regardless of your state of contraction or what's happening in the world or in your life. Your being is you. Claim yourself. And then see what happens. Then see where that wants to flow. Now, we'll bring it to an end there. Please let me know in comments how this works for you. What is your understanding? If you've done Eckhart, if you've followed his teachings on manifestation, what is your understanding of it? You can disagree with me. I'd love to hear from that, because we're all learning. And if you did like this message, like and subscribe. Because of course I will be talking a lot more of this. It's highly relevant to us lightworkers, wanderers and starseeds at this time of great change.